Hello everyone, here's our step-by-step video on how we're going to make our mechanical toy using computer-aided design in the process. This is what it should look like come the end, where we can actually rotate our mechanisms around to give us a bit of an idea as to how that toy will work. Right, let's get started then. So here we go. Onshape. Step 1, we are going to create a new document. We've done this lots of times. This should be getting pretty familiar with it for us. We're going to call this mechanical toy. Create document. It takes a few seconds. And we're into the guts of Onshape. Here we go then. Let's get into those right habits. So I'm just going to check my workspace units are in millimeters. They are, so I'm happy with that. Green ticket. Most of what we sketch is actually going to be in the right plane. So I'm going to hide the top. I'm going to hide the front. And I'm going to choose to look at my angle from the right. Here we go. Sketch. I want to sketch on the right plane. Now my toolbar comes alive with shapes and lines. I'm going to use the center point rectangle. I'm going to snap the center of my rectangle to the origin, move my mouse up and out, and I'm going to dimension my rectangle. The height of it needs to be 140 millimeters. So I've typed in 140 and I've pressed tab. You'll notice I can still edit this sketch. I haven't confirmed it. I'm going to click on the top line on my left mouse button, move my mouse off the line. I'm going to click and type in 80 and press the tab button on my keyboard. Try and get into the habit of having these dimensions off of the center of your sketch, so it's to the side of the sketch, and we want these dimensions in the middle of our dimension line. So there's the bottom of my dimension line with the arrow pointing down. There's the top of my dimension line, and I've moved it so it's right in the middle. What I don't want to see is it down here. Confuses us. Let's keep it central. Okay, so press enter, and that's the first part done. Now, as you use Onshape, lots of you will start to realise there's different ways of doing things. Some of you will start to use the keyboard shortcuts to speed up the process of the design that you're going through. One way we can speed up or hasten the extrude tool is we can actually right click on the shape that we want to extrude, and it's here. So I don't have to go up here each time, because that can be quite time consuming. I can right click on the shape I want to extrude and I can choose extrude, so I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to show you from the side what's happened. So I've gone from a 2D sketch, a 2D rectangle, to a 3D object. The depth of my extrude needs to be 14 millimeters because that's the thickness of the pine wood we'll be using. And I'm going to watch what happens when I click symmetric. So it extrudes it 7 millimeters forward and 7 millimeters back, which creates that 14 mil thickness. Okay, so I've used a little symmetric click. Green tick. Here we go. There we are. Don't want plasticine blue. I'm going to try and make this look as pine wood, as close to pine wood as I possibly can. So I'm going to right click with my mouse where it says part 1, which is the part we've just created. I'm going to go up the top there. I'm going to choose edit appearance, and I'm going to choose like as wood, close to wood as I can get, really. That's good enough for me. We need to create a hole bang in the center of our rectangle. So I'm going to use my observation or my viewing cube, click where it says right, so I'm looking face on at it. I'm going to hide the origin, so that might confuse us a little bit. So here we go. Sketch. Everything's greyed out at the top because it's saying, sir, where do you want to sketch? I don't want to sketch on the top plane or the front plane or the right plane. I want to choose the face, this front face of our 3D rectangle. So I'm going to click there with my left button, my mouse. Now I've got my lines and my shapes. I want to choose center point rectangle. This is where we're going to use our mouse and hover. So I've hovered over that top line where I think the center is, and I know where the center is because it puts an orange box around my cursor. If I have it over here, there's no orange box around it. If I keep going along, there's my center. I'm not going to click. I'm going to hover my mouse and drag it down. I haven't clicked my mouse button. Don't click your mouse until I get to approximately the center. I'm going to go over to the right and do the same again. I'm going to move it around until I get to the center. There it is. Now what Onshape's going to do, Onshape's going to be quite clever now. It's going to think, right sir, I think you want to find the center of this shape. So if I haven't clicked, I still have not clicked my mouse. If I now slide my mouse over across that dotted line, when I get to the center, it gives me the two dashed dotted lines. Where the two meet, so I leave my mouse there, that's the center of my rectangle. So I can click now and drag it out. Let's go to Dimensions tool. Let's click on my circle and I want to make that 8. Okay, and click. There we go. Take it off my sketch. It's nice and clear and easy to understand. There we go. Green tick. Final thing on this sketch is to extrude and remove this material here. So like I've said before, there's different ways you can get to the extrude tool. Alright, I'm going to hover over the circle. I'm going to right click. I can't do it on that one. So it's just going to have to be good old traditional. Click on extrude. It's saying, what do you want to extrude, sir? I just want the circle, so I want that circle to go orange. I'm going to left click. I'm going to show you what it looks like from the side. I need to change from add to remove. And there's my little hole, green tick. That's the first part complete. What we're actually going to do is we're going to duplicate this part 3 times. So we'll save ourselves a bit of time. Next thing then we're going to do is I want to create a new part studio. So I'm going to come down the bottom left here, insert new tab, create part studio. There's my new part studio. I'm going to rename this. This is going to be the camshaft. As before, we're going to use the right plane to sketch in. So I'm going to hide the top plane, hide the front plane. I'm going to use my viewing cube to click on the right. So I'm looking straight at that right plane. Here we go. Easy one this time. Sketch. Right plane. All my toolbars now are live. Center point circle. Snap it to the origin. It's there. Why not? Bring it up and out. Dimensions tool. This is going to be 6mm. We're going to use 6mm dowel for the camshaft. Green tick. I need to change my 2D sketch into a 3D object. Our good old friend extrude. So I click on that sketch, right click. Does it let me do it? No, it's not. Okay, it does. So what I've done, I've just zoomed in on my mouse. So I've used the roller button on my mouse to zoom in on my sketch. I'm going to hide the origin. And I right click on that grey part of the circle. I'm going to choose extrude. And this needs to be 170mm. So the depth of that extrude is 170mm. green tick. Again, we don't want plasticine blue, so I'm going to go to part 1, which is the part I've just created in that screen there. I'm going to right click, I'm going to edit the appearance, and I'm going to make it as woody a colour as I can possibly get it. So let's finish off this video just by right clicking on Part Studio 1, right clicking on my mouse. Remember, it's left click to choose things, right click to bring up some options. I'm going to click rename, and that's going to be we're going to call this the side and sides and top, and click off. There we go. I will post another video 2 for the next instructions.